Okay, this is for everybody on the YouTube. I got a little Yamaha model. Let's see, what model is this little stereo? It's a, let's see, RX S70. I believe that's, yeah, RX S70 is a model of the stereo. The CD player model is let's see here. Looks like a CDC 590. Okay, well, the issue with this thing was that the CD player would skip. It would play a little bit in the track, and then it would just skip. It just kept skipping, and would jump back and play again, jump back. It just kept skipping around. You couldn't get a one complete song to play through. Well, this was an eBay purchase in which I had made back a few years back. I need to cover the artist on these CDs over, guys, because I had a record company that was complaining about some of my video there. I made a video on a vintage record player, and I had a record company that had come in there and actually had made YouTube mute my video. I couldn't play it because you all can look on there and see it's Sanyo, vintage Sanyo record player. It's muted because of a record company was complaining about me playing too much of one audio track there. So I had to keep from getting in trouble here. I had to make everything sure things covered. Let's see. But what had happened was there was a gear. Let me see if I can get a good video of this little gear. I don't know if you can see that little crack or not, but there's a little hairline fracture in that gear. Let me see if I can hold it up to the light, and maybe, I don't know, it ain't going to do. I can see it with the naked eye, but I don't know about on this iPod. But there's a little crack. I want to point it out. I want everybody to see this thing here. Let me get my other X-Acto knife here. And right. Let's see. There it is. It's right there. Okay, I'm going to lay it on its side here. Wait a minute. Okay. Right where my knife is laying on this gear. Wait a minute. Oh, hold on for us. Let me put the camera down just for a minute. Okay. There. That's how I'll show you. There. Just stuck the knife in the crack. Now, everybody can see there's a crack in that gear right there. So what was happening, every time that thing would come around on that gear, it would hit that little crack spot and make it jump. Or it would hang up a little bit. I think it was doing a little bit of both. Well, anyway, this was an eBay purchase in which I had made a couple, two and a half years ago. Got it for a very good price. It had an issue. It had some issues, so I got it really cheap. This was a very high-end unit, bookshelf unit at that time. It's a Yamaha. It's a very high-end unit. Let's see. I'm going to hit play. I can't let one single track play for long because, like I say, I was getting into a little bit of trouble there. So I'll hit play. I ain't going to be able to go through this different CDs because I got it all tore apart. Okay, I think it's just turned down. Alright. We'll select a few tracks here. Go through it. We'll skip. Go through to about track 9. Jump forward. See, before it wouldn't do that. It'd get hung up. Now I'll go back. Anybody can see what's happening there. And then, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to push stop. We're going to trick this thing. That's anybody to see it is. This CD here would not play at all. It would skip bad on it, so it would slitch it around. That's how we're going to do that. Since it's tore apart, go through a couple more tracks. So everybody can see what's happening there. I can see it's... We'll do it again here. Like I say, I apologize for not letting you hear much of the track. But I had found out that you can get into some serious trouble. So, to be safe, let's just do this. Everybody gets to actually hear this thing play anyway. Okay, we're going to turn it up here and let everybody hear a little bit of the volume here. And we'll skip the track. Everybody see it's working now. Everybody can see it works. I think that's about enough playing music here to keep from getting the record companies coming after me again. But there's another issue. This thing does need some tape player belts, so I'm going to give everybody the model number off this tape player. And if anybody has any idea where I can get some information, I really appreciate it. I can't see enough on the belts. It's a KXW S70, which is a model with the cassette player. KXW-S70. Just one more time, KXW-S70. I appreciate any help at all I can get on the belts for that thing. And other than that, I think this is good to go. But I'll go ahead and just come on back. When I first got this thing, of course, those belts was going bad then. I had found some old belts and put in it. They were about wore out. So then they finally just conked out on me. But that needs replaced. The problem this thing was having before is it wouldn't eject the door. And then it was also skipping like this. Well, it was skipping like it was here, but that gear wasn't cracked back then. Unless maybe it was and I didn't notice it. But just to point out what the problem was the last time, I'm going to eject this thing. I think it will eject if that top. There's a sensor on this little thing right there, that photo sensor. Okay, it's going to eject. Alright. I want to point out, see this little, not exactly knife, see this little gear? This little, wait a minute, that's not the one I want. Yeah, it is. It is. This little gear right here. This little gear had a little chunk of dirt caught in one of them teeth, and every time it would come up to that piece of dirt, it wouldn't go no further. It gets stuck and it'd go back. It didn't go past that. So I ended up cleaning this thing out, cleaned every one of them little teeth individually out, and it fixed it. Now then, of course, I had placed this belt, which is right here, for the door. Let's go ahead and check the tension on that belt now. Is that, like I said, that's an older belt, but yeah, it still looks like it's going good. Finding belts with stuff is a bit hard. At least I'm having the problem of finding the belts. Used to you could buy them at every good Radio Shack, or you can't do it anymore. But I'll end the video right here and put this thing back together, and hopefully it stays working. But I want everybody to see this. Maybe it's and we spice up the videos a little bit, get into something electronic here. And we have got a PS3 that's got a bad optics on the Blu-ray side, so it doesn't play games. It will play regular DVDs and CDs, but you can't play no games or Blu-ray discs in it. So we're going to order a new optics lens for that, and we're going to put a new eye in that thing and see if it'll fix it. Well, I'll get off of here and end the video here, and I thank you all for watching me, and more to come.